of them were called for more rustic food, more home cooking.
After years as a globe-trotting chef, Marcus Samuelson's life took on a new dimension when he met Maya Haile. The couple clicked when a magazine editor brought Haile to Samuelson's housewarming party in New York. Their European upbringing and Ethiopian roots connected them.
My wife Maya, she was born in Ethiopia, in different parts of Ethiopia, but she was raised in Holland. She taught me more about my Ethiopian culture than any other person. She speaks to my sisters and brothers on daily basis. She brings, she's connected to my family and brought connection to my family that I couldn't have done without her, because she does speak the language. She comes from there. She grew up there longer than I did. And she brings just a lot of love and happiness and joy to my life.
Haile, a model, was 13 when her family left Ethiopia. When she met Samuelson, their common stories drew Haile to the man she says is different with her than he is in business.
He's very serious and very focused in his work, and he loves to work. And also when it comes to marriage, he's very soft, humble, very gentleman. I enjoy when Marcus cooks. In Ethiopia, it's not usual man cook, so when I see him cook, it's nice, and I want to take advantage of it, and I can learn from him as well. Yeah, it's fun for me. It's very hard to compete with him. He's too good. Yeah.
The duo married in Addis Ababa in January 2009.
I knew she had her old family there, I have my family there, and I just felt like that's back to the motherland, back to the roots. And I also love the whole idea of doing a traditional wedding, in the sense of that traditional Ethiopian wedding that I've cooked for before, or I've been part of before. For my family, for my friends, to just have the experience to be part of that, I thought that's exciting.
It's really cool to see that when you start talking about your wedding and when you talk about Maya, your face totally lights up. Your eyebrows go up.
Because it's light.
Yeah.
It's very light.
The New York City neighborhood where they met is now home base, and Samuelson is excited about Harlem's evolution.
I love what's happening, because the real Harlemites that have been there forever, they're also here. It's just not these new people that's going to drive Harlem. It's a blend of the former, the current, and the futures. Now, I'm living here, and I'm part of this transition where people are moving up here, and it's exciting. Every week there's something new opening, there's something new young people coming to the neighborhood, which is exciting, and that's feels like it's a new era.
He also sees it as a land of opportunity.
And I think that a big goal for me is to be able to drive a great restaurant to Harlem, and for people to get off the tour buses again and experience Harlem that way. How does Harlem taste like? How does Harlem feel like in terms of food? I want to do a restaurant that is affordable for everyone, so a cafe, bar restaurant.
In fact, later this year, Samuelson is set to open Red Rooster in Harlem, offering American fare and live music. While Samuelson loves his neighborhood, he still sees flaws, like the difficulty in finding fresh produce. But he says he can help fix that.
It needs a push, it needs a help. I need to do a lot of work with that.
So you're going to open up a grocery store? Just trying to know what's next with the business pictures of Marcus Samuelson.
Yeah. But everything doesn't have to have your stamp. You can be involved. My parents worked a lot with the Lions Club and stuff like that. You just do community work. It's part of your stuff.
So you didn't say no, just for the record.
No, I didn't say no.
You didn't say no.
Not a grocery store.
Samuelson says despite his lifestyle now, the hard knocks have helped him.
I always feel like the biggest luxury that I have is that I'm connected to poverty. I come from a clay house in country in Addis, 1 hour outside Addis. The typical clay house when you think about Africa. No water, no electricity, no nothing. So if you come from that and you live in New York City, you have to, I think it's my responsibility to represent poverty, talk about it, show, and also show there's numerous conversations that within that there's lots of happy, togetherness, family, love, connection.
Yeah, that's great.
Given his history, he knew working with UNICEF was a natural partnership. In 2000, he became a UNICEF ambassador and traveled to Ethiopia with the organization the following year.
UNICEF is about giving people a chance to have clear and clean water, something that my sisters didn't have until I came to their family, for example, something I didn't have in my first 3 years. So doing that, I know that will be and is the role that I will continue to do for the rest of my life.
As he looks to the future, Samuelson has great expectations.
You know, me and Maya's going to have a family one day. That will change things. You know, I think these things will naturally progress. What will not change is that I will always be passionate about food. I will always involve people in that dialogue about cooking. Cooking is my gift. It's a skill that I have. And I will always be excited about bringing new people into the world of food. I've cooked for people all over the world. It always excites me. I think my job is to sort of bring Africa, people of color, and people in general that are interested in food together, break bread, and get excited about new foods. That's my job.